Salty is approximately 59 years old. I say approximately because he's actually from the wild, so we don't know exactly how old he is. Salty's originally from Australia. He was what is called a nuisance croc, which means he was following people around, which obviously is dangerous for him and in turn for people, so he had to be removed. It was likely that he had been fed when he was younger and learned to associate people with food, which is not an association you want an apex predator to make. Salty's day-to-day is pretty relaxing and, to be honest, not that different from your average house cat. He spends most of his day relaxing and following around the sun. He loves to sunbathe, and if he ever gets too hot, he goes in his pool to cool off. Salty gets fed a wide variety of meat here at the Fort Worth Zoo. His normal once-a-week feed consists of about 10 to 15 pounds. That can be things like tilapia, chicken, rabbits, guinea pigs, large rats. And on Memorial Day, the 4th of July, and Labor Day, he gets a special feed that's about 50 pounds of meat, which is normally either a goat carcass or half of a boar carcass. Salty is not a mammal. He doesn't exactly enjoy playing with toys the way that a mammal or a bird might. So in his main form of enrichment actually is his feeding. So when Salty gets fed his normal once-a-week feeding, we actually feed him from a window high in his barn. We stick the food out on a pole tied on with a sausage case, and we actually ask him to do what is called a tail stand to grab it. So he has to propel himself out of the water and jump up to grab the food, which gives him some exercise as well as some mental stimulation that he wouldn't normally get in his day-to-day activities.
Here are some of Salty's teeth in which he sheds naturally. Crocodilians have many teeth in their mouth in which they will shed and replace one after another, and they may lose one tooth at a time. If they're eating, they may end up losing multiple teeth at a time. And if you notice, these teeth are quite large, and they range also to smaller teeth that may be placed on the side. They use their teeth for holding and restraining their food items. These teeth are actually slightly somewhat serrated, so there's a little bit of a ridge to it. It helps with cutting and tearing the food. And then additionally, you'll notice this one brown tooth. This tooth has some deposits built up over time from the soils or the environment in which the animal lives. But that's the beauty of losing your teeth. You just replace it with a nice, pretty white one. So our keepers are trained to work around large, dangerous crocodilians by getting opportunities to shadow other keepers and other supervisors who have the experience. So we actually never go in with Salty. That's the safest thing we could do. He has a separate house that he goes into at night or when the weather's bad, like during a tornado. He would be moved inside so that he is safe and far away from any risk of danger. So we're constantly monitoring the fat that builds up in the base of his tail. That's where crocodilians will store a lot of the fat. And that lets us know if he's doing okay on the diet we're currently offering him.